There comes a time in every life when the lights go out, when the world feels heavy, when nothing makes sense, and when every step forward feels like wading through thick mud. Maybe you've been there, staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., wondering if tomorrow will be any different, wondering if you have the strength to face another day. Dark times test us. They whisper lies, that this pain will last forever, that nothing will change, that you are alone in this fight. But the truth is, you are not alone. Every great soul that ever walked this earth has faced a night so dark they thought the sun might never rise again. Nelson Mandela faced that night. Not for days, not for weeks, but for 27 years. He was locked in a cell barely large enough to stretch his legs, his future stolen, his cause seemingly crushed. Many thought he would break. Many thought the world would forget him. But in that darkness, he held on to something more powerful than iron bars: hope. Hope is not wishful thinking. It is not blind optimism. Hope is a decision, a strategy, to keep your heart alive when the world tries to turn it to stone. Hope is saying, this is not how my story ends. When you keep hope alive, you give yourself permission to keep breathing, keep dreaming, and keep moving forward even when every voice in your head says, stop. The greatest danger of dark times is not the pain, but the temptation to surrender, to give up on yourself, on your dreams, on the possibility of change. Hope is the resistance that refuses to let the darkness win. So if you are in that place right now, if life feels heavy, if the night feels endless, know this: the spark you are looking for is already inside you. You don't have to see the whole sunrise yet. All you need is the decision to light one small candle, take one small step, and believe that dawn will come. Because history belongs to those who dare to hope when hope seems foolish. Hope is not passive. Hope is movement. Mandela didn't just sit in that cell waiting for freedom. He kept his mind sharp, his spirit unbroken, and his dream alive. He imagined a South Africa where people of all colors could live together as equals. And when freedom finally came, he was ready to lead. This is what hope does. It prepares you for the future you cannot yet see. It is a seed planted in the soil of hardship that one day grows into something beautiful if you keep watering it. Think of every person you admire, every inventor, artist, leader, survivor. They all have one thing in common. They refuse to let go of hope when the world told them to quit. Hope is not just emotional. It is practical. It makes you get out of bed and try again. It makes you search for solutions instead of surrendering to despair. It gives you the courage to take one more shot, write one more page, send one more application, fight one more battle. And here's the truth. Dark times are not just obstacles, they are training grounds. The person you are becoming is being forged in this very moment. Hope keeps you in the fire long enough for the transformation to take place. Yes, you may cry. Yes, you may stumble. Yes, you may doubt yourself. But as long as hope lives inside you, you will rise. There is a reason every revolution, every movement, every comeback story begins with hope. Because hope is contagious. It spreads like wildfire. When you refuse to give up, you give others permission to believe too. Maybe right now someone is watching you. A friend, a child, a stranger. And your decision to stay hopeful might just be the thing that keeps them from giving up on themselves. Never underestimate the quiet power of hope. It can shift nations, heal families, and rebuild broken dreams. Hope is not something you find once and keep forever. It is something you must choose every single day. Some mornings choosing hope will feel easy. The sun will be shining, the path will seem clear, and you'll feel unstoppable. Other mornings it will feel like a fight just to lift your head off the pillow. That's when you must remember, hope is not a feeling. It is a commitment. When Nelson Mandela finally walked out of prison, he had every right to be bitter, to seek revenge. But he chose hope. Hope for a better future, hope for unity, hope for peace. And because he chose hope, an entire nation began to heal. What about you? What future do you need to believe in today? Hope doesn't erase the pain. It doesn't make the struggle disappear overnight. But it gives you the strength to endure it. It gives meaning to your fight. Every time you choose hope over despair, you take back your power. You say to life, you can knock me down, but you will not keep me down. You can take away my comfort, but you will not take away my courage. You can throw me into the dark, but you cannot stop me from finding the light. One day you will look back on this moment, on this season of darkness, and realize it was the turning point. Not because everything suddenly got easier, but because you decided to keep going. Hope will not just get you through this night, it will transform you into someone stronger, wiser, and braver than you ever imagined. So keep hope alive. Keep it alive when the world says give up. Keep it alive when fear whispers that you are not enough. Keep it alive when the night is long and you can't see the end, because the dawn always comes. And when it does, you will rise with it, not just as a survivor, but as someone who has turned their pain into power.